Okay. So, just so that the attorneys are aware, we're going to be arraigning Mr. Hardesty on this new matter, but I'm also arraigning him on the 14B bench warrant so that that's not going to be holding him after this weekend. So, now calling the people of the state of Michigan versus Samuel T. Hardesty, Police Agency Report number 12-5909-25. Also calling case number 24W001531, that is Ypsilanti Township versus Samuel Hardesty. Can I have appearances for the record?
Ashley Feltus for the people in the state matter.
Thank you.
First Assistant Public Defender Kalina Anderson with it on behalf of Mr. Hardesty in both files. In the new matter, Your Honor, we waive formal reading, stand mute.
Okay, thank you. So, in regards to the township matter briefly, this was a bench warrant that issued back on January 29th of 2025. That was after you failed to appear for a number of pretrial dates that were actually set in front of me. I had arraigned you. This was a driving while license suspended, revoked, or denied citation. You were initially arraigned on that on July 2nd of last year. I set you for a pretrial, and you failed to appear for, it looks like, 3 subsequent dates that were set for you. So you were found to be in contempt for failure to appear. The bench warrant issued. So.
What was that? Didn't I pay? I paid the ticket, didn't I? I know I was supposed to come to court. I'm sorry for not coming to court, but are those tickets paid?
Well, it's a driving while license suspended, so that's a misdemeanor charge. That's why you were set for a pretrial.
Oh.
Okay, so I am seeing that your license is valid at this point, so I'm going to set you for a pretrial again. So show up for this one.
I would.
That'll be August 26th.
Next week, 2 weeks from now.
Yes, yeah, 10 days. So
10 days.
that'll be at 9 in the morning over Zoom in front of me.
Oh, I got one more question. Can I go to the library and get on Zoom?
You can. There's also a tablet in the lobby at the 14B District Court and it's the Civic Center building. Okay, right now because the court is closed for.
Is that the library behind it? The Civic Center?
Yeah. So the library's behind it. Okay, so you can certainly go there, but
Okay.
you can also go to it's the Civic Center right there where the 14B court is located.
Yes.
You have to go in through the township side because the court's currently closed for renovations, but there's a tablet in the lobby there if you want to use that as well.
Should have been the question I asked you months ago.
That
was the issue I had was the Zoom. I don't have a phone.
Okay, well, yes, so for future reference, and also you can contact the public defender's office and they can help you find a place where you can use Zoom too, okay? So, August 26th, 2025, 9 a.m., Zoom in front of me. You're getting a personal recognizance bond in that matter. So, on to the new matter. So, this was the state of Michigan versus Samuel Hardesty. So, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say out loud or in writing can be used against you in court. You have the right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by judge or by jury. You have the right to be represented by an attorney during all stages of these court proceedings, that is before, during, and after trial. You are not required to disclose citizenship status to the court, but you do have the right to consult with an attorney to see if this case would have any effect on your citizenship status. If that last part doesn't apply to you, then don't worry about it. So, any questions about your rights?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the court will schedule a pretrial conference date that will be August 28th, 2025. That will be at 9 in the morning in person at the 14A2 District Court. So that's the courthouse that's located downtown Ypsilanti. Okay.
Michigan Ave. I'm Michigan Ave.
Yes, correct. So that'll be in front of Judge Barr.
Okay.
The court will set bond. Bond is set in all cases, and the purpose is 2 things. One is to ensure your appearance at future court dates. The other is for the protection of the public. So, do the attorneys wish to address bond, please?
Your Honor, in this case, the people are requesting a no contact with the victim, Shaylin Hall, Shaylynn, Hall, common spelling. as well as a no-go to that address on Whitaker Road. I think the court already has it.
Yes.
The court may recall we previously had Ms. Crossley, who is this defendant's co-defendant, up for arraignment this morning, and I discussed this a little bit. The facts of this case, I will also share with the court that specifically this defendant was witnessed by neighbors punching the victim in the face so hard that neighbors across the street heard the impact. So that's of great concern to the people. I'll also note for the record, the defendant has convictions in 2004 for assault and battery, aggravated assault, and in 2009, a conviction for domestic violence. I'm also requesting that the court consider a Soberlink tether. The defendant did refuse a PBT, but appeared to be highly intoxicated to the troopers, and I'm requesting standard supervision at community corrections. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, with regards to bond, we would be requesting a personal bond for Mr. Hardesty. I did have a chance to speak to him with regards to a no contact order. He does not have any issues with the no contact order. He doesn't reside at the Whitaker address. He does have some belongings there. It's my understanding that he would need to return for purposes of that to get his belongings. He does have full-time employment. He will abide by any orders set by the court. He would ask the court for a personal bond. He told us that he is a higher ranking employee at his place of employment, that he also has some animals that he's concerned about their care. They need to be taken care of. And if I didn't state, he would ask for a civil standby to get his belongings at the Whitaker address.
Okay. Attorney Feltes, just so that you're aware, the parties are not listed as co-defendants on each other's complaints.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll take care of that in the complaints. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you. So the court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. By close of business Monday, that's August 18th, close of business being 4 p.m., you are to report to community corrections for drug and alcohol testing. You will need $12 and a photo ID. Community corrections is located basically up the hill from where you are right now at the jail. The building is labeled Reentry Center. You will get paperwork for all of this. So, prior to your release, you're to be fitted with a Soberlink device. That is a thing that you will take with you. You breathe into it a couple times a day and it tests you for alcohol.
Okay.
You are not to purchase or possess any firearms, ammunition, other dangerous weapons, or the means to create them. Any weapons that you do possess are to be surrendered. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to have contact with Shaylin Hall. When the court says no contact, what the court means is no in-person contact, no contact through the mail, no contact over the computer or phone via phone calls, text messages, emails, social media, the internet in any way, shape, or form, or through third parties. You are not to go to the Whitaker Road address. When the court says do not go, the court does not care if you own a place, rent a place, or are personally invited to return to a place. Don't go. Since it sounds like you have things to pick up from there, you may do that on a civil standby. That can be explained to you by the public defender. She did not already.
She explained it. She explained it to me. I have to call the police and get an escort
Yes.
at certain times of the day.
Yes. So, you are not to engage in any sort of assaultive, threatening, harassing, terrorizing, molesting, or stalking behaviors towards Ms. Hall or anyone else. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever. You are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court. The next one in this matter being August 28th in person at 14A2.
Nipsey, on Michigan Ave.
Correct. So, do you understand all of the bond conditions?
I do.
Okay, I should note too, appearing for any and all dates also means going to community corrections as directed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And showing up for court in front of me on August 26th.
I'll be in the library or in the.
Okay,
In the hall.
wherever you need to be. Okay. So, These conditions will be entered into the Law Enforcement Information Network. They will be readily accessible to any police officers that you may come into contact with. And if they have probable cause to believe that you have violated one of these conditions, they can arrest you on the spot, and you'll be held for a bond violation hearing in front of a judge who may revoke your bond and set a new, more restrictive one. So, at this time, the court will set a $15,000 personal recognizance bond. So what that means is you are not paying anything to get out. Basically, you are promising to appear for your next court date and to abide by all of the bond conditions. If you fail to appear or violate any bond conditions, a bench warrant can issue for your arrest, and your bond could be revoked entirely. At a minimum, it would start at $15,000. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else from the attorneys, please?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay, then, Mr. Hardesty, you're free to go to the door and tell the jail that you are finished.
Then I can go home?
You need to get the Soberlink device first, but after you get the Soberlink device, you can go home.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That hearing had a little bit of everything. Magistrate Hillary Braley presided over the arraignment of Samuel Hardesty, and while the charge itself was straightforward, the bond discussion turned into the heart of the matter. 2 files pending, a lingering bench warrant on a driving while license suspended case, and a brand new charge involving an alleged altercation with a woman named Shaylin Hall. On the older matter, Magistrate Braley gave him another chance, setting a fresh pretrial and reminding him how to access Zoom for hearings, even suggesting the library or courthouse tablet since he doesn't own a phone. Hardesty seemed genuinely grateful for the clarification, admitting that was the issue behind his earlier missed appearances. On the new case, however, the tone grew more serious. The prosecutor requested strict conditions, pointing out that neighbors reportedly heard the impact of Hardesty striking the complainant and noting his past convictions from 2004 and 2009. She asked for no contact orders, a no-go restriction on the Whitaker Road address, alcohol monitoring through a Soberlink device, and community corrections oversight. Defense counsel Clea Anderson countered with a request for a personal bond, stressing that Hardesty is employed, has animals to care for, and was willing to abide by no contact and civil standby arrangements to collect belongings. Magistrate Braley threaded the needle, setting a $15,000 personal recognizance bond, but attaching an extensive list of conditions: no alcohol or drugs, mandatory community corrections intake by Monday, fitting with a Soberlink device before release, no firearms, no out-of-state travel, and no contact of any kind with the complainant. She explained no contact in plain terms: no phone calls, texts, social media, or third-party messages, and warned that violations would result in immediate arrest. Hardesty's demeanor was respectful, even thankful, as he asked practical questions about retrieving his things and clarified the civil standby process. The courtroom atmosphere was calm but firm, with the magistrate showing both flexibility and caution, giving Hardesty a chance to remain free while making sure public safety was protected. The attorneys were professional and prepared, the prosecutor focused on safety and history, the defense on stability and compliance, and Magistrate Braley holding it all together with steady authority. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.